before you go, Diarmuid, who will win and why?
Well, it depends. I can answer that. I can answer that two ways. I have to live here, Who will win and why? I think Limerick will win. And I think Limerick have to win. Of that, they don't win, they're out. I think that they need to put in their best performance of the year so far. I don't think there's any question about that. I think that they will win because I think the physicality. I think that I mentioned it already. I just don't think we're at that level yet. Of physicality, of just our game is an exciting game. It's always been an exciting game. Cork in full flow, red's a primary colour for a reason. Cork in full flow is an impressive sight. I think that a packed stadium will suit them. I think they need to get. We mentioned the fast start. It doesn't need to be a fast start, but they just cannot go behind early. They cannot go behind by more than a couple of points early. They have to be able to stick at this. I think that they're capable, but I think the bookies rarely get these things wrong, and I think that looking at Limerick, you'd have to say that they're favourites and they're justifiable favourites. And it's unfortunate from a Cork point of view that it's come down to this game. But again, I go back to the point I made earlier on. If you offered Pat Ryan one chance to go through and take out Limerick at the start of this season, he would have taken it. I'd say no problem whatsoever. So I think that there's belief there. I think the Cork will have to play the best game that not only that they've played this year, but the best game they've played in years. I think that history is against them. I think that pretty much everything's against them, actually, if you come to think of it. But I think that, a packed house, full of people in green with a smattering of red here and there, I think might just suit them, right? But I think, look, ultimately, you'd have to say that Limerick are favourites. Limerick are the likely winners. And if they do win, I hope it's by a small margin. I don't want to see Cork getting a pasting here, because they don't deserve that actually at this stage. Whereas I think that I can't see a draw. I don't see a draw, and I suppose I don't see Limerick going out this early either. So for me, I think it's Limerick going through and Cork unfortunately going out, and we'll just have to turn our attention to the big ball. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't be too disheartened to be wrong if your prediction doesn't come true. And I think there's a slight bit of cuteness in your answer as well. But Matt, I'm sure you would be agreeing.
I was just about to weep for Diarmuid there. Just about, the tears were coming.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very emotional time for us, Matt. It's very emotional. As I say, we started with a win. We had a draw, which we could have won. We had a loss, which we could have drawn, and we could have won. And all of a sudden you find yourself playing the All-Ireland champions and looking like, and up against it. And, listen, Matt, I've listened to you now for long enough. You don't need any pointers on playing the poor mouth with me. Poor. I was listening to you there at the start talking about poor Limerick. Jesus, you'd wonder had you ever won an All-Ireland?
Yeah, we waited long enough to get that first.
Yes.